Greetings, this is Bloodrill and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity, the White March expansion, part 1.
Light, flame and sound.
Guide. Wait for it, see if there is a trap. Try to see if there is a trap. This leads alright, to that area. Who are you? You come here, you come there. God damn it. Okay.
What? Moe Ixiana.
Wait here. Guard the door. And everybody strike, but you... Actually, no. Everybody strike. This guy explodes. Good.
Very well.
What do you have notes on you? The devil of course delights in mocking them. Who the hell is the devil? And this guy is really screwed up. No wonder they kicked him out. Alrighty.
My thoughts will be as silent as...
That's a lot of exploding guys. Alright. Back. Back. You do some of that. You do some of that. That's enough. Doing that. The other guy is going to hit him. Right, stay there. Everybody attack this guy, but you, the cursed weapon, and you. Good. Let Eder take the damage. Really, you needed to go that close to kill him. Wow. Alright. Everybody attack. The hell is that sound?
Yes?
I'm expecting a trap here. Maybe not. Key. Okay. A key to what? Whatever it's back here, I guess. I think this is the second key I have gotten. What the hell?
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Find the trap. Find it. Alright, that doesn't help me. Let's see. We're totally killing these guys, by the way.
Back again? I told you. Of course, a fresh fool to replace the last fools. What brings you stomping through my workshop, eh?
Got questions about Dargan's battery and the White Forge.
An accent I hear too rarely around these stammering mountain folk. But you go straight to business. We appreciate that, don't we?
Oh, he's Valiant too.
Anything for a breather from your endless yammering.
Wow, okay.
Hear that, Timora? Another who would tolerate your barbs and insults. But you come seeking the White Forge, like they all do. Boys with smooth cheeks and wild dreams. Girls with bright ribbons tied next to their scabbards. Old men and women, too, seeking a final blaze of glory before they're snuffed out for another turn at the wheel. Sound familiar?
That's a lot of bitterness. Maybe I should ask you the same thing.
Save your breath. I have this conversation with every pig-headed swashbuckler those Postonagos and stalwarts send here. Go see Galvino, they say. Surely he'll help you.
Must have slipped their minds what a busy and important fellow you are.
I should have let them stone you. Would have silenced your endless rattling forever.
Then you'd have naught but those frostbitten inbreds for company.
I guess this is what it'd be like if Aloth and Iselmir were two separate people. Come now, I sound nothing like either of them.
The only one young enough to have any sense. And since his mother runs that town now, who am I to argue? The villagers and their adventurers hammer and pry at the battery as if they were laying siege to some mouldering lord's keep. But those stones were laid by some of the finest builders ever to have lived, disciples of Abidan in the truest sense. They will not fall by the whims of any kith. And the door itself, it is infused with living essence.
The dwarves themselves must have had a way of getting in.
Perfetto! This is the crux of the matter. The Pargrunen of Durgan's battery perished within their own keep, victims of a violent disagreement among their own commandants. Surely in the village you have heard stories, no? Disappearing caravans, tracks in the snow, screams from the high towers. The work of spirits still trapped in the battery, and a testament to those impenetrable walls. But the door of the keep, the one the Pargrunen filled with essence, it was made to listen, to recognize its masters.
So I need a door to recognize me.
Traditional Aptapo cultures revolved around language. Words revealed who they were and where they were from. That is why you need a Kantek.
Yes, I believe those are anthems of sorts.
That's the simple explanation. A Kantek is a statement of purpose, a declaration of identity. Each is unique to its stronghold.
I haven't found any. Seal your door with a key of words, and any liar can talk his way through. There is nothing built of words that won't break when the slightest stress is applied.
Thus, to enter a fortress like Durgan's battery,
again, they
you would
totally
stand
disregard
at the gate
whatever
and
the
recite
companions
its
say.
Kantek.
It's bullshit. What is the point of having the companions add flavor if the NPCs you are talking to completely disregard what they are saying? I don't know.
To learn the Kantek, you must speak with one of the dwarves of Durgan's battery.
I can do that actually.
A shame they are all dead, no? But no doubt their souls live on in one or two of the villagers of Stalwart. Like fine wine poured into a cheap pot. But to identify them, that is the first problem. You would need the skills of an animancer.
I am a watcher. The golem swivels her head sharply towards you. Her mask of a face and the glass eyes behind it betray no emotion, but it seems as if she's watching you carefully.
Watcher? Diverus? If this is true, then you could find a sole descendant from Durgan's battery, no question. But the greater difficulty remains. You would have to learn the Cantic from the dormant soul. And to do that, you would have to awaken it.
But this awakening would be permanent, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. Whoever you awaken will live with the memories and the personality of a past life. Maybe peacefully, maybe not. That is why you must pay attention to the soul you would awaken, no? It is a monumental thing to impose on another, but these are the very people who wish to rediscover the White Forge, Verus. An awakening is merely the jolting of a dormant soul into consciousness. When such things happen normally, it is because something has reminded the subject of a past life, often violently so. Thus, to awaken one of the former dwarves of Durgan's battery, you will need to address that soul, and preferably by name. But show some care. When you examine these souls, whatever it is you watchers do, you may see images, memories. These are moments of special import. What you see will tell you much about the person.
Okay, I get it.
Perhaps the condition in which they awaken. Awaken them from a traumatic memory, and who knows? Maybe they awaken thirsty for blood. Or maybe you awaken someone else.
And who knows, could be there is a soul or two could use a good whipping up.
Here, this has been tuned to the Aeon of Durgan's battery. Use it near the villagers, and it should tell you if one has a soul old enough to have come from the battery.
So the Cantic is all I need.
None have yet opened Durgan's battery. But the ones that came before you, I think they got close. You may wish to find them and see what they discovered.
I found what's left of them, a journal and a tile.
Most interesting.
I don't think we will kill this guy after all.
They spent many days at the battery door. This looks like something that once belonged there. You have much work ahead of you, as do I.
I'm going with him.
What?
You? Go to Stalwart? Is this your macabre sense of humor, or has something gone to rust in that beautiful head I crafted?
No one will bother me while I'm with him. Besides, I can help him find people in Stalwart.
This is the second companion, I guess.
You haven't been to Stalwart in 13 years. And this watcher sees souls. What help could you be? Besides, I have need of you here. You owe whatever remains of your wicked life to me.
The golem says nothing, but her essence smolders. Resentment rises from her in simmering waves. What's the story between you two?
This charming specimen is a convicted murderer. The Devil of Carrick, she's called.
Mighty fine of you to start with my good qualities, and you wonder why we don't get more visitors.
Killed over a dozen people before they finally caught up to her in Stalwart. Perfect company for lonely camps and mountain passes, no?
Hey, I know how to start a campfire.
The only reason she's not a frozen corpse is because I convinced the old mayor to let me try an experiment.
You put a person's soul into a metal body?
Into a work of art! Look at
That's
this!
Pretty impressive.
Craftsmanship worthy of a jeweler. Fully articulated joints, capable of grasping a pen and writing her own name.
And of crushing your throat.
Show me another smith anywhere in the Deerwood who is capable of such delicacy and precision. She is a masterpiece.
Why did you build her?
Why build a fortress or a village or anything? To make something that keeps, that... It was the early days of the legacy. My peers in the colleges of Animancy were filling the Hollowborn with the souls of animals. I thought there was a better way.
One with a plum academy job back in Salona? Don't forget that part.
Why is he called the Devil of Carrick?
She committed her first crime in the village of Carrick. Burned a family alive in their home.
Oh,
The
lovely.
same thing in half a dozen other villages, but the name stuck.
I think your experiment didn't go over so well with the rest of the village.
Here we go.
They were going to stone her anyway. Why not allow her to be put to some useful purpose?
My life's ambition. To serve somebody's useful purpose.
I approached Mayor Sinahiyod and begged. He saw the potential and allowed me the privilege of attempting my little experiment. Then, I accomplished what few animancers have even dreamed of. No academic support, no patron. Just me in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, now you got 'em all wound up.
I transferred a fully intact soul from a living subject to a fabricated body. She retained her personalities, her memories, all of it.
And he has been trying to do that again, I guess, with all these guys that attacked him or robbed him or whatever, but failed. So why?
Yet the villagers saw only a stolen corpse.
Aren't you afraid she'll murder
She
you?
may be mad, but she's no fool. She wouldn't survive long on her own. If the villagers didn't send a hunting party after her, the elements would claim her. Her joints and mechanisms require maintenance, and she cannot perform all of it herself.
See, he's reminding me. In case I get any bright ideas.
She's a fine specimen, her personality notwithstanding.
Sure, I'd like her to travel with me.
No, you don't know what you ask. This woman, the Devil of Karek, she was a notorious murderer, burned people alive all over the region. Besides, she works for me. After all, I am the one who preserved her.
I'll pay you.
She's a valuable assistant, and one I've worked hard to create. I must seek payment
that's
for her
cheap too.
services. I'm sure you understand.
Fine price for a blacksmith striker. Suppose I should be flattered.
And there you have it, a bargain.
Alright, who should I remove? I guess I will remove him because he's meh. Let's try here and see
Very
what
well.
happens.
A moment. You are going back to Stalwart, yes? Perhaps you could do me a favor.
What favor?
There is a man in the village named Grinde, the head fisherman. The rest of Stalwart kisses his feet because he fills their stinking blades with speckleback. But I know he's not as virtuous as he seems.
Seems like you have a history with Grinde.
That self-righteous meddler engineered my eviction from the village. He turned them all against me. Now I want him to feel the scorn of those mush-brained imbeciles.
What exactly do you want me to do to him?
Humiliate him, of course. Show his neighbors what he truly is. And let him live with the disgrace. He's always been a Ripple sponge addict. Just got good at hiding it once his sainted sister died and left him in charge of the fishery. But he keeps a stash in the fishery. Sneaks in at night when the others have gone home, and emerges sluggish and red-eyed a few hours later. I want you to expose him. Go to the fishery after dark when it's empty. Find his Ripple sponge and show it to Renengild. Do not answer me now. But when you return to that festering eyesore and smell the stink of fish that hangs in the air, consider what I've said. Besides, you appreciate a good joke, don't you? De Verus, this will be a great one. But be sure to approach the fishery by night, when it's empty. They will give you no end of trouble if they see you stealing during the day.
What were those constructs What were those constructs I encountered in your workshop?
Other projects, they are none of your concern.
The villagers don't trust you. Do those constructs have something to do with it?
For years I've been trying to create another like the Devil of Karek. Yet those post-Enagos in Stalwart destroyed my machinery. Now, I can only create these broken, mindless things. The devil remains my most perfect creation.
Why do you need more
I
golems?
can't present the Devil of Karek to the academies, can I? A mad woman and a murderer? No. I need to bring a success to the republics.
Where have you found the souls to create these other
Smugglers,
golems?
slavers, fugitives. The kind of riffraff that pass this way. Rarely missed, and good work to keep my little devil busy.
Sure.
Something else? Quay. As would I, but
Expeditioners.
there is little to tell. They never gave their names, but they seem to know more about the battery than the
And this is
others,
the leaden key.
which is unusual because they did not seem like typical adventurers. Their hands were smooth and marked with ink, not scars, and they traveled light, unusually so. Val himself could not have said, and I haven't the time to concern myself with the business of strangers.
Alrighty then. Very nice. Let's see. She is a rogue. There we go. A rogue. A rogue is a front fighter. I guess we'll see what she's all about in the next one. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment if you want to. And I'll see you next time with more wet marts.